well, in that time we've already got the game up. So let's switch to the game. Alright, so we are going to be starting up here by following our good old friends. This is Alia's sister, who is not in the match. Alia is not in the match, but her sister is. So let's keep an eye on these people. I want to get a look in at Eric to start off with, because Eric's one of those players who you know can put up some fun stuff when you're watching him. Okay, dodges the first snipe. Manages to take down Robbles. Robbles is one of the better players here on the other team. He was the first pick actually for this draft tournament. But you have 3 players here already from Team Tom that are trying to push. Eric is going a bit all over the place. He missed a lot of shots, but he actually managed to get a lot of damage down. Although, funnily enough, Powell was the one that actually got most of the kills. So let's have a look at what Powell's doing. Powell is already in the enemy base. That's a nice snipe by KC. 2 players pushing. Double kill there for Seal. Things secured. So the only person left up currently is Arcane, and she is not going to be able to get there anytime soon. So let's keep an eye on KC, as KC knows that his team has lost that push, and all he's got to do is protect against this next push from Team Tom, and then they can make a bit of a move on. So he managed to take down 1 player, lives up here, which is good, faces the sniper. He did a lot of damage, but there's no damage over time left anymore with the shock pistol. So he is going to have to finish with the BR, and he will finish with the BR. Interesting now as he pushes down the back. He's had the call out from his team. He knows that there's 2 guys sat in computers, but doesn't really matter because Eric will take down both of them, which means this flag is on the move. Now, I'm liking this play. They decide they're not going to take the flag all the way out because there are players sitting across watching them. They wait for backup. Arcane's arrived. They can chuck it across. Actually doesn't take any damage, which is very, very well done by him. 2 players left up on Team Tom, and Casey is making this run happen. But let's switch to Robbles, because Robbles is going to be trying to stop these guys as quick as he can. Jaden's a little bit closer, so Jaden can get a nade in, but he needs to get the BR shots down. And as he's getting tagged across map, it's going to be very, very difficult. Eric cuts him off. That will be him down. Flag goes in. Nothing Tom can do. 1 flag up for Team Casey. Oh, come on, Tom. You can't be missing sticks like that. He goes. He gets a good place nade in, but doesn't do enough damage. Eric will take him down from behind. That means we do have a survivor. So Robbles is the last player in the area here for Team Tom. And I think he's lost sight of Eric. He does manage to keep an eye on him, but ends up going down. Now we keep an eye on Tom. Tom is trying to keep these guys from Team KC as far away from his base as possible. Seal's in the close. Tom's dealing damage at distance. Seal actually gets kind of outsmarted there by that player. That's not going well for him. 4 players down now on Team KC. So we really need to see Team Tom make a push here, grab a little bit more ground, and they'll be able to make something happen. I love the positioning top mid. Goes to the quantum translocator. Oh, that nade's not going to help him out at all. Luckily, the callouts don't really go through. He manages to escape. Eric knows where he is now. He needs to teleport. Good use of the translocator. Gets a nade in. Backsmack will end him there by KC. But let's keep an eye on KC, because I reckon KC is the last player up right now. Has a sniper in his back pocket. And he could very well take down the rest of these players if he plays it right. Good nade on Eric, but Robbles will shoot him in behind and that'll take him down. Speaking of Robbles, let's keep an eye on what he's doing. So he's taken a little bit of a piv here on the base, but he didn't have any real support there from his teammates. I mean, you look here, we had 4 enemies in the back base and Robbles in the middle by himself. Tom does have snipers, so let's keep an eye on him. Maybe he can get a good shot off. If he can take down one of these players, he might be able to give his team some time to push up to him and prevent the enemy push, but it looks like instead he's going to opt to pull back to his side of computers and make a little bit more ground. Hits a good snipe. Luckily, a little bit of backup came and he didn't manage to finish off the guy. 3 players here from Team Tom on computers. Missed the snipe on the guy that's 1 shot. Plasma does luckily miss him. He goes in for the melee. Melee's too early, so he will get taken down there by... Oh. Right, nice shot there by Seal. Can't quite follow it up though. Robbles, last player around for Team Tom. He's going to try and defend against him. He's got a nice angle here. Go on, 2 down. Nice double kill there for Robbles. Robbles is now being hunted himself, but good place nades will slow down that hunter. But a KC with the across the map nade actually ends up taking him down. Now KC is back over on this side of the map. sending over his prey. He will take down Tom. A nice 5-shot there for him. He always has this get out of jail free card, which he might use if he gets shot by that player bottom base, but looks like he actually manages to outsmart him a little bit there with a little bit of a wiggle. Takes down Rolls, teleports away. Oh, I could have sworn that was a back smack, but wasn't quite one there. Tom is the last player up to try and stop this flag run. He's choosing to pull back a little bit. That's not going to work out well for him. Casey is right behind him. Does get away, but there's going to have to be a big push here by Team Tom to stop this flag from being ran. Jaden is actually on the return, but doesn't quite get it. Oh, Eric should not have gotten away with that. He was so weak, but he's actually got the flag in hand. Luckily, he does get stopped off there by a player on Team Tom. Okay, good push here. It does actually get defended. Cobra flag gets returned. So this is all open now for Team Tom to lose another point and Team KC to go up 2-0. I'm loving this shot here by Seal. He has the vision. He actually manages to do enough damage so that Robles can take down the player. He takes down King Arcane. He's trying to push towards the flag, but he's just not quick enough. He manages to take down Eric. If you can get a trade here, that would be well worth it, but didn't quite get the kill. Nathan's teammate finished him up. Trade's not really what you want to see in that situation, but we do see the pressure continuing here from Team Tom as they continue pushing into the enemy base. Looks like they slipped through the net there. Powell not quite able to work out where those players went. He's choosing instead just to hold W, run straight into the enemy base. He gets the shot on Tom, he takes him down. If he can grab the sniper here, he might be able to kill the second player. Looks like he hits the first shot, but it doesn't do any damage, so he doesn't get the kill. Oh, and we're back. Wobbles here, hiding out in the enemy base, waiting for his teams to come help him. No one can answer the call. Tom tried, but Tom's instead deciding to slow down a little bit. Doesn't need to go for this big push, but he was spotted. And that is not a good sign for him. Nades coming out. Oh, couple nades coming out. Not quite able to make anything happen. Alright, let's switch across to Robles again. Actually, no, we haven't really looked at much on Team KC. The namesake of the team. What a switch. Nice double kill there. Looks like Tom actually got the first kill, but a nice double kill there for Team Tom. A group double kill. Okay, so let's keep an eye on Powell here. Powell, as far as I'm aware, hasn't played too much Halo Infinite recently, so it's good to see that he's keeping up with the big boys. Not letting his team down too much. So he does see two players. He's called out for his teammates. They know that they need to put a little bit of pressure on. He manages to take down Jaden, but he knows that other player is nearby. And he knows the flag's been taken. He should have expected the flank, but he didn't. And there wasn't much he can do about it. Tom now here, trying to stop this all by himself. Robles has spawned up back base. That's going to give him massive help. He gets a trade, which isn't too bad when you're on the defending side and you're trying to keep him away from your flag. But Seal didn't really need to run in there for the return. It's right on your base already. You can just leave it there. Oh, Jaden goes down to Powell. Keep an eye on Eric. Eric gets a back smack. Don't think he quite needed that. He could have just shot him, Eric. Could have just shot him. Alright, Team KC here. Trying to size up where the enemy is. They've not quite got a track on. Arcane has spotted them. Player gets behind them. I don't know where Tom came from. I wasn't paying enough attention. But Tom goes down, which means they are free for a little bit. Let's switch to Robles there with the sniper. He got a nice snipe. All his teammates are dead, so all he can hope to do here is get a few picks, make Team KC a little bit precarious, a little bit more unsure about making this push. Oh, the timing there was absolutely sad. Absolutely sad, you know it. Powell does actually end up going down to his teammates, so good to him. But let's keep a look on KC. KC here with the sniper. He can see the player. He knows where it's coming. He just has to wait, but he wasn't looking high enough. Nice back smack there on Jaden. Hit the no scope. You can scope in, I guess. He's not stupid enough to peek that, right? Oh, he is. Oh, nice shot there on Robles. Robles went for the counter sniper, couldn't quite make it happen, so that is a lot of players back in the spawn. So there's 2 players on computers and then 2 players on the respawn screen currently for Team Tom. So if these 2 players can get taken down by KC and his gang of thugs. Oh, a nice back smack there by Tom. But That might stunt the push from Team KC just for a little bit anyway. Right, fresh equipment coming up now. Quantum translocator in hand. Sniper, go on, hit it. Oh, he hit the shot. Go on. Oh, but the foresight there from Eric. I'm assuming he saw the you know, the line that comes from the quantum translocator kind of pull him up there, but you know, he goes for it, he gets the shot and takes down the one-shot guy as soon as he possibly can, which was a great play by them. All right, KC with a snipe. 2 snipers for Team KC now. He saw that player below him. Is he going to go for the style points? He's going to go for the style points. He hits the style, goes to the melee. I'm not sure if I quite agree with that strategy, but you know, he went for it. A nice shot there by Tom. That is 3 players down for Team KC. This is when you want to be pushing. You know where the last player is. You get to the pull. KC goes down. That player spawned bottom base. That's really, really rough for them. They were hoping for maybe a sniper spawn that would have given them a little bit more breathing room. I'm loving the play here from Team KC. They get that fantastic spawn out, and it just works for them. Just works for them. So we're 45 seconds left. Team KC are up 2 flags. Team Tom really needs to grab a flag any moment now if they're going to make something happen, and they need to be ready for that counter cap straight away. Not counter cap. What would you call it? Instant grab? Insta grab. Let's call it an insta grab. New Halo term. Let's go for it. Alright. Oh, the doubles. As if one sticky grenade wasn't enough. They go for the double stick. Jaden goes for the push. Jaden's rushing towards this flag, and that is exactly what we need to be doing. But these players are hanging out bottom base. All they know is that they have to defend, and they are trying their damned hardest to make sure it happens. They all come piling down. You see this long shot here by Rolls. He's the last player up for Team Tom. He has nothing he can do here. 1 second left. He chooses to give up because it was mathematically impossible for him to grab that flag. And there we have it. 2-0 to Team KC. But actually, after those first 2 flags went in, it got a lot closer. So I'm hoping here for a little bit of a closer second game. But who knows? Who knows what we'll see. Alright, we're hopping to our next match here. Recharge Slayer. I know these guys love playing a Recharge Slayer. They got a little bit mad at me last time because... yeah, because they kind of had to play Recharge Slayer 3 or 4 times. It was just the way things worked out. But I'm ready for a start here. Now I want to start off by watching Eric because he's one of the fastest moving people on the server. So watching how they move is going to be a good way to work out how this is going to start. So 3 players here push into the tower, but a brilliant nade. 3 players weak. If they had a full push there from Team Tom, that would have been 3 players down in the respawn screen. Well, and ultimately, not a very interesting start there, considering that first nade was so well placed from that player. A nice push there, but it's a solo push. You have no backup, Eric. You need to make sure you're working as a team. I mean, Seal here is long haul. Tom's got his coverage. Jaden and Seal are sat ready to take down these players with their teammates. Jaden and Robbles pushing on from the behind. This could be the push of a lifetime. Let's switch to Robbles. He gets on the behind. He takes down Eric. He pushes a nade and he nades his own teammate. That was all of them dead. But that was a nice squeeze there by Team Tom. I'm not sure if it was purposeful or not. I'm going to say it was because that was really well done. Casey on the shock rifle. Let's see these shocks meet their mark. Okay, nice. Nice plasma. Eric gets the spot. Eric wins the fifth. Oh, we want to see some shock shots. Perfect there on Jaden. What a great shot by KC. Robble's trying to take down the top port. Let's take a look over back towards Eric, who's pushing with KC. Oh, shock on Seal. Hit the headshot. A lot of damage coming down, but he somehow gets out of it alive. I'm not quite sure how he did that. Let's switch to Pau. Pau's on a pretty good position here, Overwatch. Pushing him from the behind. Gets a couple shots in, but he's now all isolated. No one can really help him out. Casey tries, but he arrives a little bit too late. Oop. Trying to stay alive. Oh, I don't know quite what the repulsor did there, but the body went flying into the moon. Eric tries to push there the key door. We have Camo now in the hands of possibly Tom, and although it's up 4 kills to Team KC. Oh, come on, Tom. You shouldn't have taken a fight like that. You didn't check your surroundings. Eric knows exactly where you are. He does actually manage to get away from it, and he really should have been punished for that one. But it is what it is. Let's switch over to Robbles, who's taking his push long haul. I'm liking this. He sees the 2 players. He pulls it back. Seal went a little bit too enthusiastic there. Pushed in. Robbles, you need to pull out. You know there's enemies there. Nice. He pulls out towards. There could be a player pushing sneaky above him. But he decides to push with Jaden. Tom tried to push him from behind. Didn't quite get there in time. Oh, that plasma is going to deal with that player. 1 shot on C stairs. Possibly Tom might be in a position to get a shot. Can't get sights over to them because there's players in the top tower. Let's take a little bit of a... we don't do this often, but let's get through a third camera view. Let's try and work out what's going on. So we have 2 players here from Team KC. 3 players sitting over this side. You have 1 player stuck top 8. So that player is all isolated, but he can get team shot by the guys up top glass. But he needs to make sure he knows what he's doing here. Yeah, let's switch back to this player. Oh, the BM! You can't be doing stuff like that. I'm gonna guess that's KC. It was KC. You can't be doing that. That's so rude. You're only up 2 kills. This could very well turn the other way. Maybe not the time to gloat. Oh, he misses the shock. Camo is up in 1 second. He sees the player going for it. He hits the perfect on Seal. He knows there's 2 players in Whirlpools. He's had the call. But he's wanting to just make sure that he himself is secured up here. Tom goes for the camo. He grabs the camo, pops it. Second camo of the game for him. So Camo does seem to be favouring his team. Still a 2-kill lead. This is still anybody's games at this point. Games? Yeah, sure. Oh! KC gets the shock on the player there with the camo. So Tom should have, again, it's the second time we've seen him with the camo and not check his surroundings. He should have really looked around, made sure he knew what he was doing. Now, all 4 players have been spotted here B Hill, so I want to see a nice push here by King Arcane, but she might be a bit late to come around. Let's watch Casey, who's trying to stunt this push, but actually, let's switch over to King Arcane again, because she is right behind him. She goes for the sticky. She goes for the second sticky. I think what we see here, because that's the 5th or 6th plasma we've seen her throw, I believe that she doesn't feel like she's on the same level as these guys, so she goes for the plasma grenades because she thinks if she's in a one-on-one gunfight, she's going to lose. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think she's definitely much better than she thinks she is, but it means that this fight she's winning only really matters if she actually hits the stick, because if you are throwing a grenade, it means that you're definitely going to miss the gunfight. A few more shots that do miss. Tom is here. He goes for a flank. He does actually take down KC. That was a lucky one because a lot of players fell to him. Right, Tom goes for the shots onto Do Not Defy Me. Down he goes. Nice shot there by Tom. I love the tracing. Knew exactly where it was coming. Bang. Hits the shot as he comes up the gold stairs. Really nice. Oh, he just threw that nade for the fun of it. But it wasn't too far off. King Arcane was in top class. He sees the camo. Down goes Eric. Nice. Tom's on a little killing spree here. That's definitely giving his team a little bit of a leg up, but they're still down 3 frags. Jaden here is in a nice position to help cover this camouflage, but Tom looks like he probably won't survive much longer. Somehow gets out of that alive. Seal is sat here behind boxes. He goes down, and now Robbles is the last player up for Team Tom. He's already been spotted. He's going to have to do something big if he wants to get out of this alive. Oh, it's rough for him. Oh, the second he looks away from the plasmas is the second that player comes sliding in. He would have had an easy kill there if he'd gone for it. He actually gets a shot off onto Powell. Needs to try and help his teammate here. Can't quite save Seal, but he does actually live with the double kill. Good job there by Robbles. Tom is going in to try and save him. Robbles goes down to Eric. Tom doesn't really want to challenge Eric. He got those shots across onto him from the player on C plat. Just risking this a little bit. Oh, he has some shots. Nice double kill there by King Arcane. King Arcane, as I say, I think she thinks she's worse than she is, because she always seems to go for these, like, sandbox-based kills rather than just going for the BR shots. But I think if she stuck to the BR shots, she might win out these fights more than she is, and then, you know, she'll be up the top of the leaderboard, I reckon. That was a worthwhile use of the plasmas, but a nice shot there by KC. KC is a demon with the shock rifle this game. One more kill is needed for Team KC. I'm going to switch to Don't Defy Me because I think he might be the one to get it. I'm going to switch to KC. Go on KC. Take this play down Wobble. He gets back smacked. One player stuck all by himself. Eric gets the trade. He really shouldn't have got away with that one. That was their chance to make it up. They could have taken down Eric. They would have had all their team together. Fresh spawns coming out. But Eric was allowed to get that kill, and that just really went not too well for them. That is 2-0. I haven't been updating the scores. I'm so sorry. Let's make sure this is right. This is 2-0 to Team KC. We are ready. Alright, let's get straight into this match. Sorry, I will bring you into the game right now. I don't know why it takes a little bit of a while to load into the game. It really makes it a little bit bad, actually. But let's get going. So I'm going to start off here observing KC because I think he's going to have the most structured start here of all the players. So he wants to make sure that these players can't get towards the rockets. He gets a lot of damage down there with the commando. I like to see a bit of commando play come out every now and then. He's got the tag. There's two players over there. So although his teammates are down, he does have rockets, which kind of makes this a little bit even. Arcane and Eric should probably push around here and prevent the capture of C while KC defends B. Gets one rocket off. Nice. He doesn't know there's a second player. The second player pushed him with the rockets. With the shotgun, sorry. He actually gets a shot off but doesn't go down. Eric is coming in here. Should really go grab those rockets. Can't quite find them. There we go. He's got them in hands now. So let's keep an eye on Eric. Gets a nice shot off. Does take down Jaden. Jaden, I think, died to both those rockets. Sucks to be him, I guess. But that's how just how it goes. Let's switch over to KC again, who is trying desperately to defend C. Arcane's on the point, but she is a little bit isolated now because KC fell. He heard the nade and he waited for it. Arcane actually got one frag and then back down. I'm liking the plays here. Oh, KC does go down. Power's the last player up for Team KC around C B site. That will be a switch. Good job there, Tom. So it's now points swinging and counting up for Team Tom. We do see that we have Team KC here spawning onto Cafe and PD, which is not ideal. So that would be A, falling to Team KC. And that point is where you want to see your teammates grabbing Site C, trying to switch it around. We do see Pal. Sorry, I'm not sure which player capped C, but one of the players on Team Tom did cap C, but they lost B, so this is not a good trade for them. Seal tries to get away with it. Team. Nice shots there by Tom. Can't quite take down the rocket player. Goes for a little spin. He's now stuck here on the bus stop side. He does get taken down by a player swinging down mid. Seal got a kill assist. Never of the players pushing there watched him grab the B site, but that was a nice kill there onto KC. We have 4 dead momentarily there for Team KC. They're starting to spawn on the C side, so rightfully so we see Team Tom grabbing A. We now see Robbles and Seal waiting for these C players to push up towards the B ramp. A nice collapse coming in here. One player down. If they can take down this player that's going up towards the trash, they might be better off. But come on, you didn't see him cross. You should be expecting the B stairs push. But instead, they actually throw it down mid. I want to take a switch over here to Jaden. Jaden's sitting flowers. He can't do much to stop all these guys. Actually gets the melee onto Eric, so good job by him. He now just has to stay alive. He kind of stunted this push here towards the B. He gets the flank. Perfect timing by him. Tries to take down the player in caution. Doesn't quite get the shots down. Robles is able to finish off one of the guys, but they still are in control here of B and C. And we start to see it. Good amount of time here now accruing for Team Tom. The melee goes in. The plasma stick misses. Robles goes for the shot. Misses it. I appreciate the attempted ninja, but it doesn't quite work out. I'm not sure quite who he attempted that on. If that was Eric, that was a very bad idea because you can't really ninja a keyboard and mouse player. They can just swing too quickly. Alright, now Robles and his guys have to work out what they're doing here. They have red gun, they have a little bit of that power multiplier, but they need to work out how they're going to push. Are they going to take to B? Are they going to switch and go down towards C? Robles not quite able to do much because the constant barrage coming down by KC down mid. The last player alive here is Naviv. He tries to go for rockets. He can't quite find them. He picks up the sentinel beam instead. I'm not sure if he thought he could see rockets or what quite happened there, but the sentinel beam is not the beast it used to be. It's still pretty good, but I don't know if I'd pick it up in that situation. So we are, yeah, now halfway. A good nade there by Do Not Defy Me. Takes down Robles. Eric with the passion. Nice shots. He just throws himself out there. This is the speed we have from someone like Do Not Defy Me. Takes down Tom. Tries to get the shots across onto Purple. Takes down the armor, but not much more than that. Let's switch to King Arcane as she is trying to stunt this push down the Purple side. All she has to do is sit on it and just get damage when they peek around. She gets a lot of shots in. She knows there's one player alive, one shot left. I think that player might have been cleaned up by a teammate, but doesn't look like it. Powell is trying to defend the B site. A little bit of weird fizzes coming in there. Go for the swing. Down goes Powell. Oh, shots coming in. Nice play there by Robles. Actually gets taken down by KC in the end, but that is fine. KC is the last player up now for Team KC. B is about to be switched, so now we have more points accruing for Team Tom, and this is what we like to see. Right, keep an eye on what's going on here. Alright, two players on Team Tom pushing towards the B side. A nice double kill there for KC. That's what we like to see. He gets the damage dealt. He deals a big blow there to Team Tom. And now he knows they're going to be spawning in the C side. I'm loving this. He's watching out. He's going to be ready to get those shots on. He sees the player pushing trash. Gets a few shots down. Two push. Somehow gets away with it. But the player in top C does actually get rid of him. And now we see a nice pushing here coming for Team Tom. Two players pushing from A. Two players pushing. Oh, that's a free dead here for Team Tom. Not a good look. So they did manage to push, grab B, but now they're all the way back in C, trapped like they were mere moments ago. B didn't actually get captured though. They took too long to capture that. They just missed out on a few free points there. Let's hope that won't bite them. Oh, nice nade there from his teammate. Team Tom, team player Seal is now stuck in red. He goes down. Eric goes for the push. Robles tries to save his teammates, but Eric actually gets taken down. So Arcane is the last player up for Team KC here on the B stairs, but she chooses the B ramp. Sorry, but she chooses to pull back just to defend. And I can kind of hear the calls in the back of my head. I know what's going on here. KC is going to these guys, and he's like, just wait. You don't need to push towards C. You can just deal a lot of damage. and you can just make sure they don't grab B and C. Now, what actually happened there is we did see a push by Team Tom. They've grabbed, or tried to grab A, but they didn't quite manage to take it. Rubbles might be enough to try and stop this, but we don't see it come through. That's a 250 to 120 there. Good job, Team KC. That is the third map going their way. That is the series going to them. So, good job to those guys. They've won their first matchup against Team Tom. And I think we might potentially have ourselves a winning team here for this little tournament.